Welcome back to my channel.
I know I should eat. I haven't ate all day, but like give me a moment. I need to eat my spaghetti. All night long. All night. I know my hair looks pretty strange, but like I was kind of digging it. Like I didn't mind the weird, you know, how different it looks. Sweet and sour chicken from the carryout. Yeah. You didn't see that, did you? Blackberry flavor of Dr. Pepper just does things to me. Wow. Okay, so let's be real. Aren't there healthier versions of soda out there? Yes. If you are one of my loved ones watching at the moment, please send your girl a poppy. But regardless, Family Dollar sells these bad boys right here. I don't know how often they have them, but they're on sale. The only reason why we got them. I know you want to sip though. One thing I would really love to talk about though, and I really miss the creativity, the community of MSP, the original MovieStarPlanet community, which is so heartwarming to see, like, is going on strong and make their art books and looks and movies still, and it's so beautiful to still see that. But with all the in-game glitches and bugs and, you know, non-stop hacking and just lame people doing lame shit, like, it's annoying me. The boom of creativity happening and these art books were just so, like, just made out of, even like ones that were funny or weren't super like, oh my gosh, this is in a museum. Like, no, the point was to everyone to have their sketches and ideas played out somewhere, and I loved that. Back then, MSP used to be able to host that sort of thing. Granted, back then, MovieStarPlanet blew up mostly for chat and the user relationships with one another, which is now, you know, looking back on it, of course everyone participated in it, and at the time thought it was so cool and so fun and so edgy, but now it's like looking back on these things, you know, many things were flawed about MovieStarPlanet, but to be fair, it was the first of its kind. Essentially, the makers behind MovieStarPlanet went on their official website and said, you know, finally gave us an official notice from them about where they stand with MovieStarPlanet 1, the original, and, you know, how they see the projection of the future of that game. And to me, the tone seemed kind of like, we're trying our best to keep up with it, but if it fizzles out, it fizzles out. Like, which is so, that's such a cop-out to me. Like, it genuinely feels like a cop-out to me, especially considering how much they chose to work on MovieStarPlanet 2 and roll out everything they have rolled out for them. And it's exactly why MSP2 is gutted in a certain way that completely loses the magnetism that MovieStarPlanet 1 held. Like, they could have made it bigger than what it was, and they just gave us a simple cop-out, which was fun at the time. Fun enough, but I remember everyone was like, yeah, dress up's lame. Like, it was the worst version of dress up in game, which was crazy because they had all these cool looks, fire-ass looks, clothing styles. Like, I know, come to find out, majority of this is a ripoff anyway, but that's because they were trying to reflect pop culture in real time, to what I understand. Regardless, I just find it so crazy how ironic that is. How they had one of the worst like dress up games in game, yet some of the best like avatar customization you could ever get. And they still have pretty nice customizations, but other folks that I've watched within the MSP community, on YouTube specifically, have spoken out, wow, most of this is AI generated. Now most of it is, which to me, I noticed with some of the backgrounds for sure, but it wasn't super obvious. Like, if I saw a background, I'd be like, that looks a little weird, but I wouldn't think much of it. But most of the time, it kind of went under the radar, so I was like, whatever. But yeah, I miss when people cared about their work the way we all did when we were just playing around and all doing this fun. And it's so ironic to me how all of this started out as a school project. Like, that's so cute. Originally, I had gone on to MovieStarPlanet with the username Blossom389, and that was back in 2011. I don't remember why I deleted that account. Since then, I've made, like, if you're from the original MovieStarPlanet, I'm sure you've made more than 2 accounts before, okay? Or if that's just me, let me know, and let me know your thoughts on it, because I still hold a place in my heart for that fashion sense today, out loud, in real life. And even though I haven't been able to afford everything, I'm literally not wearing that fashionable idea. But I went from 2011 admiring the very pastel goth, like black and white steampunk vibe, not quite a pirate, but a pretty version of it. I don't think I described that well, but it was very my style, especially on there when I would have the, honestly, it was my only space to express and be who I wanted to be. Growing up, I really quickly understood how much I was suppressed as a kid, and basically being given a blindfold to the reality I already understood around me. It's crazy how simple things can be ruined by people who are so closed off and closed-minded. It's one thing to be someone who enjoys exclusion and separateness, and another thing to be someone who can never dare to allow someone within their space or their mind. That's such a dangerous way to live. Yeah. I'm not sure what else I wanted to talk about. I need to reheat these. So I will see you guys some other time. Clink.
Dr. Pepper, baby, is good.